Rede hält. Deswegen habe ich das Video jetzt abgebrochen. Wir gehen mal rüber, weil kann sein, dass jetzt gleich Open anfängt und Bikini vorbei ist. Sieht stark danach aus.
Our next superstar literally shocked the world of bodybuilding last October. After 2 rounds,
Jay Cutler. And remember, when it
Jay
comes to
Cutler.
competitive bodybuilding, the teenage stars of today are the superstars of tomorrow.
Wie gern wäre ich in dieser Ära jetzt. Mit diesen Bodybuildern.
Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler. The talk of the teenage show was the heavyweight winner, Jay Cutler from Sterling, Massachusetts.
You mean you've ridden only one other contest before tonight?
I won another show just to qualify for this, and you know, it's a big stepping stone for me just to be here.
Now let's check out the action of the Tournament of Champions that was highlighted by a dark horse from the East who rode in and spoiled the party.
A lot of anticipation for this man, Jay Cutler from Worcester, Massachusetts, his first time at the Nationals.
And we know we're going to be seeing a lot more of Jay Cutler in the years to come.
2 years, I'd like to step on stage at about 2:30.
And there he is, Jay Cutler, 254 pounds. 1 year ago, Jay Cutler was in 8th place. 1999, he found
Natürlich haben wir so Massemonster. Neckzilla, Big Ramy. Es kommen immer ein paar. Aber damals war einfach eine andere Ära. Es dauert wieder, bis so Leute kommen. Vielleicht kommen so Leute auch nie wieder. Ich weiß es nicht.
How do you beat that? I had a battle of greatness to become greater. If I didn't have that mentality, it was impossible. So
I skipped the Olympia in 2002, won my first Arnold.
What does it feel like, first time winning the Arnold's Classic?
Gosh, this is only something I dreamed of.
2003, I won Arnold again.
Jay Cutler is the Arnold Classic champion for the 3rd year in a row.
3 Jahre hintereinander, krass, ne? Der kommt gleich bestimmt auf die Bühne, hält eine Rede.
I said, you know, I'll come back. He came back like a monster that year. It was the best Ronnie we ever seen.
Holy cow. Another surprise.
And in second place,
2003, I placed second again.
Jay Cutler, second place.
2004, second again. 2005, second again to Ronnie Coleman, and I said, this is it.
I just went into 06 like guns blazing and just said, I'm going to just go pound for pound with this guy.
the ultimate beat Jay Cutler, ladies and gentlemen.
And then number 2, Sean. Sean, history will be made tonight. You can bring the Olympia gold medal to the 2006 Mr. Olympia, Jay Cutler!
Have that, like, oh man, that would be amazing. And then eventually, here I was, the kid from Massachusetts, 6,000 people in my town.
Massachusetts.
And, no one in my family lift weights, and here I was, the best bodybuilder in the world, on the stage in Las Vegas. And then I lost.
In the title of 2008 Mr. Olympia, Dexter Jackson!
Holy shit, this guy just took his whole life and chased the best bodybuilder on the planet in the history of the sport.
Jay spent 6 years trying to win that title and take it from Ronnie, and it only took him 2 years to give it back.
The question was, what's next? What's my legacy? Trying to figure out your identity, right? Being the underdog again, like worse than ever. Like I had never been that much of an underdog when no one predicts me in the top 5, right?
Und Jay hat den Absprung geschafft, ne? Er ist jetzt ein gesunder Mann, der ganz normal aussieht, gesund ist, Business hat. Schaffen auch nicht alle, ne?
Always.
Das war die beste Form, Alter. Das war, da, der legendäre Stampfer. Boom. Das legendärste Bild. Ist bei uns sogar in der Kraftfabrik. Guckt euch das mal an. Warum haben wir sowas heutzutage nicht mehr? Oh. Was ist passiert? Das gefällt mir nicht. Ich aktualisiere mal eben. Es liegt nicht am Internet. Heute gab es tatsächlich Gott sei Dank keine Probleme, so wie gestern. Wahrscheinlich der Livestream.
Have Jay Cutler in the
So.
top 6.
I wouldn't doubt that this is the best Jay Cutler who's ever stepped on stage.
Ja, Mann. Das ist echt das legendärste Bild. Hängt bei uns im Studio. Digga, was hat der für einen Trailer? Die haben da ganze Netflix-Doku rausgemacht, ja? Hey, Stream, geh mir nicht auf die Nerven.
I wanted to be something that no one else was, and
Da noch der ganz junge Jay.
not too many national level bodybuilders, and I just wanted to be something that no one else was.
Ach krass, der bekommt einen Lifetime Achievement Award. Krass.
And again, I'm back.
Wir haben zu spät eingeschaltet, deswegen ich wusste gerade gar nicht, worum es ging.
A very special individual to ourselves and the show, Mr. Kartikia Baldwin.
Nein, das Finale kommt gleich. Der ist auf jeden Fall Programmierer.
Kartikia owns a company called KSM 66. They are our presenting sponsor. And
Komm her, Bruder, komm her. Arnold crasht einfach alles.
security.
Da läuft irgendwas nicht in Ordnung nach Arnolds. Arnold stellt sich das alles anders vor hier ein bisschen.
Man, it's tough up here. Anyway, Jay, this is the Lifetime Achievement Award. It actually looks a little different.
Digga, warum geht der ans
Normally
Handy
it's a huge ball.
in der Situation? Das geht
It's a
nicht.
huge blade, a ball. And I was told backstage that they broke it. So I don't know what that means, but I mean, in any
Nein.
case, so you will get that within the next month.
Nein.
In the meantime, we're going to present you with this here, but just remember, it's the Lifetime Achievement Award. We thank
Einfach die Trophäe ist backstage kaputt gegangen.
you have been the most extraordinary. Look at that. You have been an extraordinary competitor, a great Mr. Olympia, Arnold Classic winner. Ladies and gentlemen, Jay
Standing
Cutler.
Ovations hier für ihn. Sehr geil.
Thank you, guys. So I know there's a worldwide audience.
Okay, der hat das Handy gleich aufgemacht,
That I owe this to, but I want to start first.
weil er eine Rede hat auf dem
When
Handy.
Arnold walked off, I had a little story for him. So it was July 3rd, 1991, and Terminator 2 launched in the movie theater. And I had been picking up bodybuilding books, and
I'll be
you know,
back.
as, you know, a teenager, and looking at the physiques in there, and like, wow, how do these guys get like that? And of course, I had known Arnold from the Conan days, and you know, when Terminator 2 launched out, and the original Terminator, you know, I'd watched that. You know, I saw that physique on there, and I'll tell you, I left that theater, and 1 month later, August 3rd, 1991, I joined the gym my 18th birthday. And that was when I actually made the commitment I wanted to fulfill a journey. Okay, where I've mentioned this before. Many kids want to be lawyers, doctors, professional athletes. I wanted to be a bodybuilder. So
Geil.
he was a major inspiration and a stepping point of that. Of course, I looked at Sylvester Stallone, Jean-Claude Van Damme. You know, I grew up, like they mentioned, Sterling, Massachusetts, youngest of 7 kids. No one in my family
Hey.
weights.
Und an dieser Stelle gibt es eine ganz kurze Werbeunterbrechung. Falls ihr mich supporten möchtet, Freunde, besucht auf jeden Fall esn.com, denn dort sichert ihr euch mit dem Rabattcode William immer den besten Deal, unter anderem beispielsweise auf ein leckeres Designer Whey Protein. Und schaut auch unbedingt auf Oasis vorbei. Da findet ihr beispielsweise dieses wunderschöne Tanktop und auch andere geile Klamotten, die ihr auch im Alltag anwenden könnt. Ebenfalls Rabattcode William. Alle Links wie immer in der Videobeschreibung und weiter geht's mit dem Video.
My sister's here to witness this tonight, who basically raised me alongside of my parents. So, Kelly, thank you for being here. She likes to brag that she changed my diapers. And we had a family business doing concrete. Okay, my 3 brothers worked extremely hard. My dad, when he retired, worked in that business. And they taught me the commitment to hard work. There was after school vacations, weekends, there was no clock. I had to work, and I had to earn everything that I did. And as a family business, that was what was necessary, right?
Du hast schon
when
immer
I
hart geackert,
started
geil.
attending college in the fall of 1991, I chased a degree in criminal justice. And of course, I wanted to be a police officer and get to California. That was actually my dream. My dream was to ride a motorcycle in California as a police officer. Can you believe
Geil.
that? I watched too many Chip shows.
Aber echt.
So when I joined the gym, that Gold's Gym in Worcester, Massachusetts, there were a lot of people that, you know, just looked at me as a teenager. Within 6 months, I was one of the biggest kids in the gym.
Da sieht man schon, was Genetik ausmacht, ne?
Someone who played an important role in my success, Chris Aceto, he lived in Maine, and he's not here tonight, but I really wanted to send a message to Chris Aceto, who wrote out a diet for me. It was 6 meals a day, and he came down and he looked at me and he said, "Oh, this kid looks okay."
Überleg mal, selbst damals hatte Chris schon seine Finger im Spiel.
To a T, and 6 months later, he came back and looked at me, and he said, "Holy shit, this kid's going to be Mr. Olympia." So I was like floored. Okay, my progress was quick.
Ja, woran man eine gute Genetik erkennt? In dem, was er gemacht hat. 6 Monate, alle auseinandergenommen.
Many of us recognize Branch Warren in that he beat me in the overall. I said that's the last time that's going to happen.
Geil.
Which sooner or later we were 1 and 2 at the Olympia, if you guys recall 2009. I got a chance to go to California. I got to visit Gold's Gym, the Mecca of bodybuilding. Anyone knows that's one of the greatest places where the bodybuilders, of course, Schwarzenegger themselves came from. I saw all those walls out there of all the former Olympia champs, and I said, I want to be on that wall. Ed Connors, big shout out to Ed Connors because he allowed me to stay with him and gave me the opportunity like he gave so many other people. Okay, he also got me an introduction to Joe Weider. Now, Joe Weider, you know, bless Joe Weider because he mentored me. He made a promise to me. He said, "You're going to be the best at what you do." And he mentored me on how to push myself and believe in myself and give me the opportunity. He gave me a contract with the magazines, and he was someone that really just, it was a huge signature person in my life. And, you know, I want to always recognize Joe Weider because without him, all of this wouldn't be possible, including Arnold's reign.
Joe Weider, Legende in dem Sport, ne, was das angeht.
Jim Manion.
Vieles ermöglicht.
This organization. Big shout out to Jim. I'm going to tell you a little story. I'm sorry, this is kind of dragging on, but I have a lot of history. You guys saw this highlight reel. So I was at a
ich habe nur die Stories gesehen.
Okay, this was 1994, and I was a kid with a great physique, and Jim had a friend that actually said to me at this picnic, they said, "I know Jim Manion. I'll call him right now and tell him you're going to be the best bodybuilder someday." I said, "Okay, why don't you call him and see what he says?" And Jim, of course, picks up the phone and he says, "Okay, yeah, okay, whatever." Sooner or later, next year I go to the Nationals, I win the pro card, and Jim Manion knows, "Oh, you were the guy at the picnic." So it's a pretty funny story. Steve Weinberger, you're my guy, man. The best gym in the world. You gave me the opportunity. You don't remember, Steve, we were sitting in a Dunkin' Donuts. I guest posed for you. I remember everything. Steve did buy me the coffee, too. And I guest posed for you. I just had a pro card, and you said to me, "You can be great at this." And you believed in me from day one. We now are business partners, promoting shows. You know, we spend a lot of time, obviously, communicating, and I just want to thank you for everything you've done for me. Without you.
Wenn Leute sowas schon checken, wenn einer gerade zum Beispiel frisch eine Pro-Card bekommt oder nach einem Jahr Training und sagen, ey, du wirst eines Tages Mr. Olympia. Und dann passiert das wirklich. Das ist krass.
He better be here.
Where is Ronnie Coleman?
You saw... Yeah, well, that's not Ronnie Coleman.
Yeah, buddy.
Where is he?
Das war Johnny Münster bestimmt, der da gebrüllt hat.
Ronnie, you're the reason. You are the reason for my abilities, my greatness. I owe everything to you because you pushed me to do everything on the Olympia stage and
Sein
beyond.
größter Rivale.
And you are a huge, huge inspiration. You are my idol.
Krass.
I ended up beating you, my idol, but I love you. We spent a lot of great moments, Ronnie Coleman, the
Gänsehaut.
greatest bodybuilder of all time.
Gänsehaut-Moment. Dass das jetzt an Ronnie widmet. Brutal.
And I love
Richtig
spending
geil.
time with you. We guest posed every week. We ate together. We trained together. You kicked my ass in the gym. I'm
Sehr
gonna
geile
admit that.
Rede, Mann. Sehr, sehr
But,
geile
you've
Rede.
given so much to bodybuilding, and you are the greatest. I have to give a special shout out to also Chris Cormier. Chris Cormier, you're another reason, because you stood next to me and you gave me motivation. You took the time to spend with me. You battled me on these stages for every.
Da ist halt auch diese Ära gewesen, ne? Jay und Ronnie haben sich lange, lange gebettelt, duelliert.
Phil Heath. Phil
Genau.
Heath, man.
Und das wollte ich auch sagen. Danach kam Phil Heath, der ihn auch abgelöst hat, ne?
Together for a couple of those Olympias. Branch Warren, of course, I mentioned. Victor Martinez, he pushed me in 2007. He thinks he won that show.
Wo ist Dexter Jackson?
We'll let him keep thinking that, but the Sandow sits at my house. I know he's in the house, but I love you too, Victor. We can
Dexter
still do pose
Jackson
down if you
fehlt.
want. To all the promoters, all the supporters, I hate to say fans because so many people that I considered, I guess in my head, fans became my friends. And they supported me, and I traveled around the world. And as you guys know, I'm booked every week going place to place, and I'm touted as, one of the elite. And I can't tell you how much that means to me, to be able to still be an ambassador. I really thought, at 50 years old, I would be, someone that's kind of just passed on, and I'm still, one of these figureheads that people look as inspirational. And you never plan that when you start training. I mean, growing up where I grew up, it was so never expected. And, for me to be motivational to so many people because of my abilities on that stage and selfishly becoming the greatest, that is the biggest accolade I could ever have beyond these awards. Okay?
Ja, warum wackelt das die ganze Zeit so?
And Angie, my beautiful fiance, you're my rock. Without you, you hold it all together, all the business we do, the personal time, all my craziness. I appreciate you.
Mein Rücken.
And lastly, Manager Matt, you travel all these places with me, man, and I want to thank you for that. I know you hid this award from me up until about 2 weeks ago, and you kept busting my chops. What are you going to say in a speech? Well, I have to give you a shout-out because I know it was planned. Brian Powers, the committee, thank you guys. And you know what? The fans all around the world that gave me this opportunity to stand up here and accept this award and give me the loudest applause for that quad stomp. And it's remembered, right?
Das ist auch einfach die geilste Szene gewesen.
As
Mit
one of
dem
the signature
Quatschstampfer,
poses of
ne?
bodybuilding, I sit at these expos, I do quad stomps all day, my leg's tired. I don't have to train legs anymore. And once again, guys, there's no ceiling to what we do. There is no limits. I wasn't supposed to be as great as I was, and I persevered through a lot of dedication and commitment. I beat the greatest bodybuilder of all time. I won 3 Arnold Classics in a row. And I appreciate all of you, the judges, all you people that, I know a lot of you judges judged me, the sponsors, all the people that attend this event. I appreciate it so much. I know I spent countless hours this weekend just spending time with people and hearing your stories. And I hope that I can continue to motivate you guys all in all. And I appreciate you guys so much. So thank you.
Starke, starke Rede. Keine 0815 Rede. Sehr geil. Leider ist der richtige Award kaputt
Folks,
gegangen.
please join me and get on your feet for one of the greatest of all time, your Arnold Classic Lifetime Achievement Award winner, the great, the cut above, Jay Cutler.
Legende.
Er macht ihn, er macht ihn, er macht ihn. Geil, geiler Typ.
Was für eine Rede. Unglaublich cooler Athlet, wie eigentlich vorher schon
Vielen, vielen lieben Dank fürs Zuschauen, Freunde. Und falls ihr mich supporten möchtet, schaut auf jeden Fall bei esn.com vorbei. Mit Rabattcode William sichert ihr euch wie immer den allerbesten Deal. Beispielsweise auf ein leckeres Isoclear. Aktuell trinke ich sehr gerne im Sommer den Raspberry-Geschmack. Gebt mir noch 2 Wochen.com, ist jetzt online. Da könnt ihr euch aktuell 3 verschiedene geile Designs sichern. Alle Links wie immer in der Videobeschreibung. Und falls ihr auf der Straße oder im Gym den Dicken machen wollt, schaut unbedingt bei oace.com ab, denn dort habt ihr auch immer den besten Deal mit Rabattcode William. Da gibt es zum Beispiel diese wunderschönen Tanktops, womit ihr wirklich im Gym aussieht wie eine brutale Maschine. Vielen lieben Dank fürs Zuschauen. Schaut auf jeden Fall auch 3-mal die Woche bei Twitch vorbei um 20:30 Uhr, Montag, Mittwoch, Freitag sind wir online. Alle Links in der Videobeschreibung. Vielen lieben Dank und bis zum nächsten Mal.